Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Wait on. I grew up in this street, in that house over there.
So you said. I don't see the problem.
It changes everything. I mean, my family lives here and a lot of my friends.
Paul, in every street we bulldoze, there are houses belonging to someone's folks. You can't get sentimental just because it happens to affect you personally.
Well, it just so happens that Ramsay Street holds a lot of memories for me and my family.
Well, unfortunately, memories are not worth much on the market.
All right.
Okay, if you want to put it on a personal level, look at it this way. Times are tough. Jobs are scarce. Housing costs a fortune. My company has no intention of ripping anybody off. Your father and his neighbours will all receive top prices for their properties.
I don't get it, though. There doesn't seem to be enough land for a shopping centre.
Think it through, Paul. A direct link onto a major arterial road, straight through here. But we could work around it if we had to. I doubt it'll come to that.
Well, you're not going to find it easy getting people to sell up. I'm not the only one that's sentimental about Ramsay Street, you know.
In my experience, a good offer goes a long way towards squashing any sentimental twinges.
I see. So whether I want to be in it or not, Ramsay Street's up for grabs.
The Daniels Corporation stands to profit, which means a generous personal commission for you. Or I look for another co-investor.
Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
Well, fair enough. Until Monday morning?
Monday?
Paul, this deal is red hot. If we don't move on it, someone else is bound to.
Look what we found out in the garage.
Shh! Your mother's trying to get some shut-eye.
Sorry, but come and look.
Mine. I thought I'd thrown it out by mistake.
Oh, Mrs. Mitchell's got heaps of old clothes and stuff out the back.
I remember you wore that dress to the Mingalong dance.
So I did.
I was kind of hoping that you'd let me wear it for the wedding. It's in perfect nick.
Oh, yes, no wonder. There's enough camphor on it. There, Mummy.
I think that's a lovely idea, Charlene.
You said that there are lots of other clothes out in the garage?
Oh, yeah, there's stacks.
Mum must have brought them down from Coffs Harbour.
I seem to remember giving Madge all our old clothes. You and Henry used to dress up in them when you were little. Who'd have thought he'd fall foul of the law?
Oh, never mind that now. Let's take a look. We might find some real duds for us to wear. We could have a 1930s wedding, just like the first one.
Gramps, don't tell me you're getting sentimental in your old age. I reckon that's a great idea.
Well, your grandmother wants a proper wedding this time. The least I can do is look the part. That's if I can stand the smell of... What?
I reckon we should all dress up in 30s gear.
I think that's a lovely idea.
Thank you.
That'll be Bill Parker now.
I'll make myself scarce. Good luck.
Mrs. Mangle.
Mr. Robinson.
This is unexpected. Please come in.
Ah, thank you. I've seen Dr. Gibbons. He makes good sense. He seemed to think that if we presented a united front, we could perhaps persuade...
That'll be Bill Parker. Just let me test the water, would you? Please sit down.
Ah, thank you.
Come in, Bill.
Mrs. Mangle,
Thanks for coming.
if you think you'll talk me out of taking legal action, you've got another...
I'm hoping that we can save you the trouble. There are some facts you don't know.
I've heard all the facts I need to from Susan.
Mr. Parker, your daughter is not a truthful child.
If you're going to try the one about the letters on me again...
Those letters were addressed to me. I read them. And your daughter was caught in the act of delivering one to my doorstep.
There are any number of responsible people who've read those letters, Bill. And they're prepared to testify to it in court.
Even if Sue was responsible for those letters, and you haven't convinced me on that score, it has nothing whatever to do with your kids gang-bashing her at school.
They didn't gang bash her.
I know what Sue told me, and the others admitted to it.
They admitted that one of them hit Sue. They were trying to protect that one by sticking together. We now know which one it was.
Well, who do they say did the bashing?
My granddaughter Jane, but only after extreme provocation.
The point is that Sue lied to the headmaster when she said all 4 of them ganged up on her.
Well, how do you intend to prove that?
Well, the children for one, plus other kids at the school. And those letters prove several things.
Such as?
Well, if you insist on me spelling it out to you, Sue's word can't be trusted. She had the motivation to see Mike Young in trouble. Considerable trouble. And she was obviously prepared to go to considerable lengths. I doubt if your case would stand up in court, Bill.
All right, Jim. I'll drop the charges.
Search parties arrived for you, young Scott.
Oh, g'day, Paul. Have you been home, mate? No, not yet. Dad ran me at the office. Looks like Mr. Parker's going to drop the charges.
Oh, that's great. Fantastic. Oh, I guess I better get back then. Dad promised me an advance in my pocket money if I claim my room.
Well, what do you need that for?
I thought you wanted to go to Luna Park tomorrow. I'm broke.
I'm not exactly flush myself.
Yeah, well, then one of us better get some money. Anyway, I'll see you later. See you, Mr. Ramsay. Oh, better thank your mum for tea, too.
Madge tells me congratulations are in order.
Oh, that's right. Edna and me. Only this time we'll tie the knot properly.
Yeah, obviously means a lot to Edna.
Well, I'll let you into a secret. I'd never really walked out on a marriage certificate or not.
Wouldn't have thought you'd be so liberal-minded.
Lots of people live together nowadays without ever getting married. Edna's not too keen on the idea, but well, I say you got to move with the times.
Yeah, it's not always easy to do. You used to live around here, didn't you?
Yeah, it was all orchards then. Pretty as a picture.
Must have been hard when they subdivided, though.
Oh, not really. Like I said, you got to move with the times. Orchards are all very well, but people can't live in trees. They need roofs over their heads. When my dad sold up his land, it was the makings of Erinsborough. Suddenly there was schools, a hospital, shops.
So why'd you move to Queensland?
Making a new start's what life's all about. Oh, I suppose I could have stayed here in Erinsborough and been quite happy, but... well, then I wouldn't have met Edna, would I?
No, I guess not.
Take it from me, son. Life's for living. You can't waste your time sitting in one spot, wishing it'd never change. Because it always will, whether you like it or not.
Good morning, ladies, and how are we today?
Did you bring any fruit juice?
I can't say I did.
Well, then I'm terrible.
Ignore her, Clive. How are the plans for the wedding coming along?
Splendidly. I've just been down to the church.
Oh, that's exactly where I should be now.
And I've spoken to the minister, who will be delighted to marry Dan and Edna any time tomorrow afternoon. Provided, of course, they have their special licence.
Oh, Clive, that's wonderful.
Minister, an ex-chook, is he?
I just switched on the charm, explained the problem, and he was happy to oblige.
Well, I think you're a genius.
Well, Gran and Gramps will be wrapped.
Oh, why don't you take them a nice cup of tea and give them a good news?
Something tells me those two are going to be very happy.
Well, no one can accuse them of rushing into it after living together for 50 years.
Oh, Clive, are you sure all this is going to be organised in time?
It is all under control, except for the flowers.
Oh, the flowers. We'll have to order them. But where are we going to find a florist open on a Sunday?
Well, surely one of your ex-chooks is a florist.
Now that you mention it...
I don't believe it. Your chooks must have infiltrated every line of business in Erinsborough.
Hey, don't knock it. Who else do you know could get your flowers for a wedding at a day's notice? And on a Sunday? Huh?
You all right?
Delicious.
Eating waffles for breakfast is more an American custom than a British one, but my own children always enjoyed it.
Not just the children. I think Helen had 3.
Well, I suppose if the worst came to the worst, I might be able to get a job somewhere as a cook.
You're not still going on about money.
Jim, you know I can't stay here indefinitely.
Cleaned up my room last night, Dad.
Good for you. I thought we'd been through all
You
this.
said you'd give me an advance on my pocket money.
Look, come over here and sit down. Tell me I ironed this out once and for all.
Can't I have 10? Well, Sherwin and I wanted to go to Luna Park.
No, you can't. Now, if you've finished your breakfast, why don't you disappear? I want to talk to Ruth.
Good morning.
Good. Nothing good about it.
What's eating Scott?
The usual, mate.
Yeah, well, it gets to us all one way or another, doesn't it?
What are you doing here this time of the morning on a Sunday?
Well, just came over to see you and Gran.
Well, she and Lucy have gone to church.
Like some waffles?
No, I think I'll pass on that one, thanks. Coffee will be fine.
Something must be wrong. You usually kill for waffles.
It's just a business problem.
No. Don't talk about it. I mean, I might be able to help.
If there's one thing I learnt from my husband about running a business, it's never to discuss it on a Sunday morning over breakfast. Best way there is to start a family argument.
You sure you don't want to talk about it?
No, maybe Ruth is right. Anyway, I didn't get this far by running to my dad every time I had a problem. I'll manage.
Got a minute, Clive?
Time is money, Scott. I'm on my way to the church to start setting up for the wedding.
Yeah, I wish my time was money.
What's the problem?
I'm always broke. My pocket money isn't enough and Dad won't increase it. You got any ideas?
I could have. It depends on how much capital you're prepared to invest.
Clive, I told you, I'm broke.
Then what you need is a get-rich-quick without any capital outlay scheme.
Yeah, such as?
There's inventions. It's amazing what gadgets you can dream up out of a few odds and ends. Take my uncle. He invented the world's cheapest automatic door closers using old tin cans weighted with sand.
Yeah, Clive, I don't think inventions are really my style.
Well, under normal circumstances, I could help, but as you can see, I'm flat out with the wedding.
Don't make much money out of that.
I'm using this as a test run. Who knows? If I succeed, I could go in for arranging weddings for all eras. I could become a marriage broker to the stars. I tell you what, you give me a hand organising things for Dan and Edna, and I'll cut you in on the profits for the next one I arrange. Where are you going?
Clive, I need the money by this afternoon, not in 20 years.
Oh, ye of little faith. Huh.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I'll be blowed. Looks as good as new. You think it'll still fit?
Well, I might have thickened round the waist a little, but there are 3 strapping children to show for it.
My fingers used to touch when I put my hands around your waist. Well, almost.
Oh, maybe I'll have to let it out a little, but not nearly as far as I'm going to have to let out your old jacket.
What are you talking about, woman? I haven't gained a pound in 50 years.
Oh, don't tell such fibs, Dan.
Oh, those mothballs. Can't you get rid of the smell?
Well, I'll hang it outside for a bit.
I'll start praying it's all right by tomorrow. What with you, me and Charlene all reeking of clothes, smelling of camphor, I'll sneeze my way through the vows.
Well, we'll cover it with perfume. You won't smell a thing except Lily of the Valley. It's funny, you know. I remember our wedding as if it were yesterday. 50 years isn't such a long time, Dan.
I'd like another 50.
All finished.
And not before time. Just as well the teacher gave you a few extra days.
I did the heading like you said, in crimson.
It's very nice, Lucy.
I watch TV now, Dad?
If you finished all your homework.
Yes. There's meant to be a great Lassie movie on. Scott, can I have the TV paper, please?
I'm just reading it, Liz.
Scott!
Look, wait a minute.
Dad, can you tell him to give me the TV paper?
Go on, Scott. She'll give it back to you.
Hang on. Hang on.
Scott!
I'll be back in 5 minutes. There's something in here I've just got to show you.
Scott!
What was that all about?
Probably a pin-up of Madonna and he and Mike would have
Let me guess. You've thought of a way to make a fortune by this afternoon?
Not exactly.
Good, because I've had a few thoughts on that myself while I was setting things up at the church.
Like what?
Trout. Trout. Now, I can't take credit for it because I heard a guy on the radio talking about it, but it's the perfect way to make money. All you need is a swimming pool. And I'm sure the Ramsays wouldn't mind lending you theirs during winter. You put in fresh water and you buy heaps and heaps of baby trout. You feed them all through winter. And then abracadabra, by the time spring comes along, you've got lots of big, juicy trout to sell at a vast profit. You like it?
Try again, Clive. You got a minute, mate?
Yeah, sure. Okay, if you don't happen to like trout, what about yabbies? Or eels? Prawns?
Check this out.
Molly Meldrum's column, so what? I've read it.
Yeah, well, aren't you interested?
In Molly Meldrum?
No, in writing a hit song and making a pile.
He also says that not many people succeed.
Yeah, well, you don't know unless you try. I mean, I kind of like the idea of being one of Australia's success stories.
You think we should give it a go?
Well, what do you think? Well, you play the keyboards and the sax pretty good, and I'm okay on the guitar, and we're always making up our own riffs.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we can write a hit song,
Sure
Scott.
we could. What's stopping us? I'll tell you, nothing.
Maybe we could.
We could even do it at your place.
Oh, you've got me.
Great. Hey, maybe we should keep it quiet for a while. The girls will give us heaps.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but they'll sit up and take notice when we've got a hit on our hands, that's for sure.
Scott, that's if we get a hit.
Mike, where's your confidence? Look at Clive. You've got to think big to be big. Isn't that what he always says? You wait. We're going to be huge.
If you must snore, then go to bed and do it.
Well, I reckon we should all go. Got a big day tomorrow.
Clive's just come over to make sure we're all organised.
We seem to be, thank you, Clyde.
How about the flowers?
It is all taken care of. Thanks for reminding me, Charlene. And that's for you.
What's this?
That's an itemised account of expenditure.
What expenditure?
Clive, I thought we agreed there'd be no cost involved.
Well, there's no charge for my services, Madge, but the flowers cost money, and then there's the minister's fee.
I don't mind the minister's fee, but I didn't order any flowers.
Oh, it was my idea, Dad.
Well, for this price, you can get tulips from Holland. Maybe a couple of windmills for good measure.
Oh, Dan, we can't get married without a few flowers.
There's a garden outside the church, isn't there?
Oh, Dad!
This thing going to cost me an arm and a leg before we're through.
You said we'd do it properly this time. Well, properly means flowers.
It means a church and a minister. And none of this fancy muck. I'm not made of money.
If I can't have flowers this time, I don't want to marry you at all, Dan Ramsay.
Oh, Mum. Oh, really, Dad? How could you?
Well, don't look at me. She's the one carrying on like a pork chop.
Now, you listen to me, Dan Ramsay. You go and apologise to Mum. You tell her she can have as many flowers as she wants. You can bicker about the cost of it after the wedding. Go on. Go on.
All right. If it's flowers she wants, she can have them.
Clive, your timing could have been a bit more judicious.
Ah, it's a lover's tiff, Madge. It's nerves. They'll be all right by tomorrow.
They better be, because after all we've been through, they're getting married. Even if I have to chain them up and drag them down the aisle myself.
Dad.
Not disturbing you, eh?
No, just a little surprise, that's all.
I just dropped Helen off at the shop. She said to tell you she'll be in about 9.
Punctual as always.
So, how's all this then?
It's fine. Shouldn't it be?
You just seemed a little preoccupied at breakfast yesterday. I wondered if you might like to talk about it.
No, it's nothing worth troubling you about. Thanks anyway.
No, suit yourself. I know how lonely you can be behind an office desk.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you asking. I can handle it.
I'm sure you can. Sure you can.
Right.
Hey, isn't that Clive's?
No. It's mine. I just stole the idea. I think we should write down everything that we've got.
Oh, good on you, mate. Smart thinking.
Okay, here's some ideas I wrote down last night in bed. What do you think of those as titles?
Hi, guys. Homework this early. You're keen.
Wow, it's a science project that Mike and I are doing.
Oh, I didn't know we had any assignments.
No, this one's a special one, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
can I see?
No, you can't see it, Charlene.
Why not?
Because we're not showing anyone until it's finished, right?
Yep.
Come on, I reckon I deserve to be let in on the secret. Seeing as though I didn't get to go to Luna Park yesterday.
Look, no, cut it out. Look, you're not going to see it, so stop hassling me. Get my gear.
All right, well, if that's the way you feel, I'll walk to school with Jane.
Come in.
Morning. Busy, I see.
Yeah.
Admiring the plans? Or dwelling on the past?
Bit of both, really. Peter, I'd like another day. Oh, there's a few more angles on this one I'd like to think through.
Paul, don't agonise. You could make this a lot easier on yourself. Phone Rosemary Daniels. She'll order you to go ahead.
I can make my own decisions, thanks.
Then why all this procrastination?
Because it's not a black and white issue.
It is, if you leave sentiment out of it. I'm surprised at you, Paul. Your company could do very well out of this deal, not to mention your commission.
Yeah, and the certain knowledge that I'm doing such a wonderful thing for everyone in Ramsay Street. I'd like another day.
Sorry. Another company's got wind of the development. They're very interested to get a look in. I said I'd give them an answer today. Last chance, Paul.
All right, count us in.
Good. It's the wisest move you'll ever make.